Brace yourselves, petrolheads. We're about to dive headfirst into the most epic automotive rivalry since Ford versus Ferrari. This isn't just about cars, this is tribal warfare on four wheels. The battle cry, a low menacing rumble from a boxer engine, answered by the angry crackle of an anti-lag system. Flashes of World Rally blue and passion red streak across your vision. The question that's divided gearheads for decades. Which side are you on, Team Evo or Team STI? This war wasn't born on the streets. Oh no, it was forged in the fires of the World Rally Championship. The 1990s WRC was a brutal playground where only the toughest survived. But here's the kicker. To play in this sandbox, manufacturers had to build homologation specials. Race cars for the road. It was the ultimate race on Sunday, sell on Monday scenario, and it spawned to legends that anyone with a lead foot and a fat wallet could own. Enter Team Subaru, rolling up in their iconic world, rally blue paint, and gold wheels. This wasn't just a car. It was a statement of audacity, a rolling embodiment of the if in doubt, flat-out mentality. Subaru's secret weapons. A boxer engine slung low for a center of gravity that would make a sumo wrestler jealous. And their symmetrical all-wheel drive system that stuck to the road like your tongue to a frozen flagpole. But every hero needs a villain, and that's where Team Mitsubishi comes in. Decked out in passionate red, with angles sharp enough to cut glass, the Lancer Evolution was a machine built with the precision of a samurai sword. Under the hood, the legendary 4G63 engine. A power plant so bulletproof it could probably survive a nuclear apocalypse. And let's not forget the Super AWC system with its active yaw control, making the Evo dance through corners like it was on rails. Now, you can't talk about these rally weapons without mentioning the madman who wielded them. For Subaru, it was Colin McRae, the Scottish wildman who drove like he was being chased by the devil himself. McRae made the Impreza an immortal icon. His no-compromise style perfectly matched to the Subaru's never-say-die attitude. On the Mitsubishi side, we had Tommi Mäkinen, the flying Finn who dominated the WRC with the Lancer Evo, snagging for consecutive championships like he was collecting Pokemon. The late 90s was the golden era, a time when both manufacturers were locked in a technology arms race that would make NASA blush. As the Evo evolved through its 4, V, and Vi iterations, Subaru answered with the holy grail of Imprezas, the 2-to-be. These weren't just cars anymore. They were automotive deities, worshipped on WRC stages from the gravel-strewn forests of Finland to the twisty tarmac of Corsica. But what made these two AWD monsters so different? It was like choosing between a sledgehammer and a scalpel. The Subaru, with its longer wheelbase and boxer engine, was the king of stability. Point it in a direction, mash the throttle, and hang on for dear life. The Mitsubishi, on the other hand, was a precision instrument. Its shorter wheelbase and clever differentials made it change direction faster than a politician's promises. As epic as the WRC battles were, the real war was just beginning. The rivalry spilled onto the streets and mountain passes of Japan, turning every traffic light into a potential starting line and every Touge into a battleground. The tuning scene exploded like a nitrous-fed engine, with both the Evo and STI becoming the ultimate platforms for modification. Soon, 1,000-horsepower monsters were prowling the highways, their exhausts screaming louder than a heavy metal concert. These weren't just cars anymore. They were cultural icons. They starred in video games like Gran Turismo, became the heroes of movies, and shaped an entire generation of car enthusiasts. If you grew up in the 2000s and did you have a poster of an Evo or STI on your wall, were you even into cars? As the new millennium rolled in, the evolution of these icons continued. The Evo iX and the Hawkeye STI represented the peak of their respective bloodlines. But times were changing, and so were design philosophies. Subaru started to soften its edges, while Mitsubishi, Mitsubishi decided to go full Shark Week with the Evo X's front grille. But all good things must come to an end. In a move that shook the automotive world harder than a blown head gasket, Mitsubishi announced the discontinuation of the Lancer Evolution line. The final edition rolled off the production line, and suddenly, the war had lost one of its greatest warriors. Why did the battle end? Some say emissions regulations, others point to changing market demands. But true believers know the Evo ascended to Valhalla, waiting for the day it would be reborn. Yet, even in death, the legacy of the Evo vs STI rivalry lives on. It's etched into the heart of car culture, a testament to a time when manufacturers built cars, not just to sell, but to win. A time when the roar of a turbocharged engine echoing through a forest stage could send shivers down your spine. So, whether you bleed Subaru blue or Mitsubishi red, whether you dream in boxer burbles or 4G63 screams, remember this: we were all witnesses to one of the greatest chapters in automotive history. The Evo vs STI rivalry. Gone, but never forgotten. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some gravel roads to destroy and some lap times to set. The war may be over, but the legend, that's eternal.